Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going through our EFL predictions. It might look a very orange screen right now, but we're going to go through starting with League 2. We're going to build our way up. We're going to build our way up and then talk about the playoffs as well, because obviously that is a big part of who gets promotion and stuff like that. Get off my screen. I've just took you off my screen while you're coming back on it. But let's go on to this layer here. Yeah, starting with League 2. Let's just get straight into it, starting with the relegation teams. And I think it's going to be pretty obvious in terms of relegation teams in League 2 this year. Sutton United and Forest Green are probably going to go down. They have been by far the worst two teams in the league, and it'll be like a very good see you later, goodbye. Colchester, Swindon, Grimsby, Harrogate, and then Doncaster. Doncaster, low down this table for where they used to be. It's insane, but yeah, that's the narrow misses, I'd say, in terms of avoiding that relegation battle. Moving up, we got Salford, once again dropping off from where they used to be. He was going for a playoff spot last year. Tranmere, Accrington and Bradford all have done the same in the past, and it's like seeing them fall this low, it's a bit heartbreaking. Newport rise a bit higher than they are. Morecambe, once again, a lot of these teams a couple of years ago were in playoff spots. Notts County last year promoted, so it's not a bad season for them, finishing that top half there in the first season. Obviously, you're not seeing the other promoted team yet, Wrexham, who are a bit higher up the table. No spoilers, but obviously you can tell they're higher up the table because they're not on the pitch yet. Gillingham and Wimbledon also getting onto here. Wimbledon just missing out onto them top 7, which is like the promotion spaces. Obviously 1, 2, 3 get promoted, and then from 4 to 7 go into playoffs, and the playoff spots belong to MK Dons, Barrow, Alexandra and Crawley. It'd be really cool to have Wimbledon come into the playoffs though, because it would have been a Wimbledon versus MK Dons, and oh my god, I would have been all here for it. I'd been on my TV straight away. And then Barrow, Alexandra in the other game there. And then in the in the promotion spaces, Mansfield, who are currently top of the league, I got to finish 3rd. Stockport to finish 2nd, and then the mighty Wrexham to finish top. A lot of Wrexham bias there, but I think they'll push on. I think they'll push on and continue to do it. They had a shaky start to the season. People thought, what, they might not go straight up. But yeah, League 1, here they come. Next year they've been playing some big teams, and it's going to be an interesting one for them when they come against these teams that are ex-Prem teams in the likes of Portsmouth. Going to get, well, we'll get to that. We'll get to that in a second. That is how I think League 2 will finish. Let me know how you think League 2 will finish. Let me know who you want to get promoted from League 2. Let me know what interests you about League 2, I must say. Going on to the next one. Oh, yeah, go back off you. And then on to the next teams. Onto League 1, obviously, as it does, you go from League 2 to League 1. The relegation spots, 4 relegation spots here, and it's Port Vale, Cheltenham, Fleetwood and Carlisle all falling into that relegation zone. The unlucky few. I feel like none of them have really great seasons, but there's a few that could have been in that. I'd say that's what could have been in it. Maybe the 8. Exeter, I'd say, a bit harsh to say that they could be in there. They are more of a mid-table team in League 1, I would say. Charlton, Bristol and Wickham moving up further the pitch. Reading is a crazy one to see them even this low. Bottom half of the table stuff in League 1. Reading, who were like 4 years ago a Premier League team, is insane. The fall off from Reading and the financial aspects of it is insane. Northampton, Stevenage, Wigan, another big team. Wrexham, if they get promoted playing against big teams like Wigan and Reading, it is pretty mad. Leyton Orient, another quite big team. Lincoln, just unlucky to miss out. I think Lincoln have been playing really well towards this end of the season, but Oxford as well, unlucky to miss out on it. But that's a tale of the tide. They've got tougher games coming up. I've predicted these games, predicted what they're going to go through, and they've got tougher games. They're playing really well right now, and they might still push it. I might get proven wrong. I know they've been playing really well, so yeah. Onto the playoff spots. We got Bolton, Peterborough, Barnsley, and Blackpool. 3 B teams. That's pretty mad. Bolton versus Blackpool it will be, and Peterborough versus Barnsley. It'd be an interesting set of ties, and then top 2, Portsmouth and Derby, getting back into the Championship. tasty stuff, and I can't wait for it, and hopefully they both do well in there. I'd like to see Portsmouth back in the Prem one day, but I don't think it's going to happen any day soon. But that is my League One predictions. Let me know what you think is going to happen with League One next year. If Lincoln don't get promoted this year, though, they will finish top next year. I'm promising you now. Them are one of my relegation teams from the next one, which is the Championship. We've gone through it pretty quick here so far, but you know, that's what we do on this channel. We get through stuff quick. On to the Championship, starting with them relegation spots: Rotherham, Huddersfield and Sheffield Wednesday. I think Sheffield Wednesday, when they go down, they're going to struggle and stay down. They spent a lot of money to try and stay up in the Championship, and it's going to hit them hard. Huddersfield Town, I think, will come straight back up. I don't think they'll have an issue in League One. It's just that they've had issues in Championship for the past couple of years. Once again, a team that was a Premier League team a couple of years ago, no longer. Birmingham, Plymouth and QPR all managed to escape from it, with just good results recently. Millwall, seeing Millwall this low is insane, just because of how good they were last year. Stoke as well this low, Bristol, Blackburn this low. You know, another team that was in that playoff spot last year. You know, not as low as, you know, imagine, but them point differences are so close in the Championship right now. This could honestly turn out anyway. Rotherham are getting relegated though, that is a guarantee. Watford, Cardiff and Swansea. Swansea finishing above Cardiff. Right now Cardiff are quite a bit ahead of Swansea, but when the fixtures are ahead of them, I've got Swansea to finish ahead of Cardiff. Sunderland, Preston and Middlesbrough also all missing out. You know, Sunderland and Middlesbrough pushing on for a playoff spot last year, not happening this year. Coventry, Norwich, all missing out as well. You know, big teams these. Coventry in an FA Cup semi-final in a couple of weeks against Manchester United, and yet not going to get into that playoff spot. That shows the strength of the Championship this year. Going on to them playoff spots, and we have West Brom, Hull, Southampton and Leeds. That's a big set of playoffs. Leeds versus West Brom and Southampton versus Hull. That is tasty. Do you know what that means? It means Ipswich and Leicester going up straight away. Ipswich going up into the Premier League. Give it to me. Give it to me right now. I can't wait for it. And then Leicester, I think they're going to pick up their form and power on for the rest of the season. That is my Championship predictions. And now on to the playoffs. The playoff predictions. These are big, you know, these are who is going to be coming through unscathed here. Oh, that's it there. Yikes. Had a bit of a sneak peek there. West Brom versus Leeds. Massive game. I think Leeds will take it though. I think Leeds have been playing well all year. And then Southampton versus Hull. A couple of months ago, I'd have backed Southampton any day of the week. But the way Hull have been playing, the way the signings they've made, the moves they've made in everything, I'm going to back Hull here. Over 2 legs, I think Hull will take it over Southampton. And then Southampton will go and win the Championship next year. Bolton versus Blackpool. Big game. Could go either way, honestly. Could go either way. I'm not... Probably Bolton. Bolton probably been playing better all year. And then Peterborough versus Barnsley. I'll back Barnsley there. I think Barnsley have been playing better than Peterborough all round. MK Dons versus Crawley. I think that's an MK Dons win easily. And then Barrow versus Crewe. And I spelled Crewe wrong. I just put the word Crewe. Don't know if that's autocorrect or what. But it leaves us with a finals. 3 finals at Wembley. Leeds versus Hull. Massive game that would be. That'd be huge. I'd be all here for it. And I think Hull would take it. We'd get a Hull, Ipswich, Leicester. And which is nice. It's nice to see not all 3 teams bouncing back up that came back down. And, you know, people go on about all the strengths of the Prem, you know, and it shows something if Hull go up there. Bolton, Barnsley. I think Bolton will do Barnsley in. Barnsley losing in the playoff semi-final 2 years in a row. Sorry, playoff final 2 years in a row. It'd be a harsh one for them to take, but yeah, Bolton have to be a better team. And MK Dons versus Crewe, it will be MK Dons. The only way MK Dons are getting stopped here is if Wimbledon stop them, but I've not predicted that, so that is the predictions for the EFL, for what's going to happen the rest of the year, and I'll come back to this at the end of the season and review how wrong I was. If you like the video, please leave a like. Let me know how you think the EFL is going to finish, and let me know how you think your team's going to do in EFL. Thank you for watching, guys, and hopefully I will see you next time. Cheers.